Count the hours you've spent in Minecraft walking, clicking and waiting. These mods give most of them back. You cross the map and you're home in a second. You carry a mob spawner on your head. You're gliding over a valley before you've even found a diamond. I just picked up a villager. Getting one villager home means a boat, rails, a minecart and an hour of your life, and a spawner. You can't move it at all. Silk touch won't help. Carry on lets you sneak click and lift it with empty hands. Villager, chest, furnace, spawner, walk it home, put it down, everything intact. One trip instead of an hour. You don't need a dragon to fly. Elytra means beating the end. That's dozens of hours away. And until then, your only transport is your legs. Every mountain is a detour and every cliff is fall damage. Gliders craft from paper and leather on day one. Jump off any peak and glide across the whole valley. No fall damage. And any fire below you throws you higher. The worst part of any trip is coming back. You find the perfect cave 3000 blocks out, load up, and then face the worst part of every expedition, walking the whole way back through terrain you've already seen. Waystones are craftable stone markers. Activate one, activate another, and you hop between them instantly. Or use a scroll from anywhere. And villages generate with one already standing. Still hitting space at every single step? Every walk in Minecraft is a series of little hops. Up a path, over a route, onto a step, spacebar, 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 and every jump eats your hunger bar. Step up raises your step height to a full block. You just walk onto it, no jump, no auto jump stutter. And when you sneak, it switches itself off. Still flying with no chestplate on? Elytra takes your chestplate slot. So you fly defenseless, or you stop, open the inventory, drag the Elytra in, drag the netherite back out. Every single takeoff and landing. JJ Elytra Swap does it for you. Hit space in the air and the chestplate becomes wings. Land and the armor goes straight back on. It even picks your best chestplate automatically. Built an XP farm to fix one pickaxe. Mending only repairs from orbs you pick up next. The levels you already banked count for nothing. So with a cracked pickaxe, you head back up and go looking for something to kill. Better than mending adds one thing. Sneak right click, a mending item, and it repairs from the experience you already have. The most damaged piece gets fixed first. You have a spyglass that blocks half the screen. Something's out on the horizon and you have no way to check what. A spyglass costs amethyst, takes your hand and frames half the screen in black. So you just walk over and find out on foot. Zoomify puts zoom on a key. Hold C, scroll to push in further, and your mouse sensitivity drops automatically so the shot stays steady. Clean view, no frame, no spyglass. One missed click over lava. That's it. Vanilla bridging is a whole ritual. Hold shift, spin the camera down, aim at the last block's edge, click, shuffle back one step. Repeat 200 times across one ravine. Weeging mod places into the gap you can see. A crosshair shows exactly where the block lands, on any axis. So you can also staircase straight down into the nether. I'm wearing my ender chest on my back. 100 blocks down, your inventory fills up. Out comes the ender chest. Place it, open it, dump the loot, and you'd better be carrying a silk touch pickaxe to get it back. Ender pack is that same storage in backpack form. You wear it on your back and open it where you stand. No placing, no breaking, no pickaxe. You can still set it on the ground too. You can climb a full block, not a fence. You can hop onto a full block, but a waist-high fence stops you dead. So every pen and every field needs a gate. Jump over fences does exactly that. Run up, jump, you're over. It works on walls too, and the config lets you add any block you want to stop being blocked by. You have wings and you still need a run-up. Most people don't even try from flat ground. You walk to the edge of something first. A cliff, a ravine, the roof of your own base. Every flight starts with a climb. Easy Elytra takeoff deletes the whole thing. Firework in hand, right-click, empty air, and you're up from wherever you're standing. It also fixes takeoff when your ping ruins the timing. My world map is hand-drawn. You found a village, a stronghold, and a good ore spot, and saved all of it as 4 numbers on a sticky note beside your keyboard. A week later, you can't tell which is which. Antique Atlas draws your world by hand, tile by tile. Press M for the whole map with villages, portals, and your own markers. A structure only appears once you've actually laid eyes on it. Still placing a shulker to grab one pickaxe? A shulker box is meant to be portable storage, but it's a block. For one item you find a free spot, place it, open it, take, break, stow, and you don't even know which of your 4 boxes it's in. Easy shulker boxes turns the box into a bundle. Hover to see everything inside, scroll to pick the exact item you want, click to pull it out or drop it in. It works on ender chest too. I've got a second hotbar. On my belt, pickaxe, axe, shovel, hoe, sword, shears. That leaves 3 slots for blocks, food and torches. So everything else goes in the inventory and you dig through it every time you need something. Utility belt is a belt you actually wear. Load your tools into it and one key swaps your whole hotbar to that second set, 4 slots upgradable to 6 at the smithing table. 40 hours of gear, 1 step into lava. Vanilla gives you 5 minutes to sprint back to your own stuff before it despawns. And if you died in lava or the void, there's no point running. It burned with you. Universal Graves drops a grave where you died holding your whole inventory and your XP. You get a compass that points straight to it, and nobody else can touch it for 15 minutes. Still building rails you never actually use? A rail line between 2 bases costs stacks of iron, gold, and redstone. You spend an hour laying it, ride it once, and realize walking was faster, then the track just sits there. Fast minecarts lifts the minecart's speed cap. You set the pace with a simple game rule, and the mod handles the corners so carts don't fly off the track at that speed. You own armor for every situation. You wear one set for the nether, 1 for underwater, 1 for fighting. But switching means opening the inventory and clicking 4 pieces across one at a time. So most of the time you just don't. Portable wardrobe is a wardrobe you carry. Store complete armor sets inside and switch between them with a single click. All 4 pieces at once. 3 tiers, leather, iron and diamond. You won the fight and lost the loot. Loot stays wherever the mob died. Sometimes that's tall grass, sometimes a crack in a cave, and in the nether it's just lava. You win, you watch the reward burn, you get nothing. Magnetic is an enchantment you get the normal way. Enchanting table, loot chest, or a librarian. Put it on a tool and from then on drops and XP flies straight into your inventory. The fastest ride in the game, nobody uses it. A horse stops dead on leaves and once you dismount 5 minutes later, it's no longer where you left it. Horsemen fixes the horse on every count. It pushes and a copper horn calls it to you from anywhere in the world. I clear a whole field in 1 pass. Farming is always 2 passes. First you break every plant 1 by 1, then you walk back to the start and put it all in the ground again. And half the seeds end up lost in the grass. Right click harvest turns that into 1 motion. Click a plant, take the crop, and the seed goes straight back into the soil. The better the hoe, the bigger the area you clear at once. Fortune still works. I built an actual roller coaster in Minecraft, straight or 45 degrees, nothing in between. So every curve is a staircase of corners and the cart jerks and bleeds speed at each one. Your rail line looks like a flight of stairs. With Spline Cart you place 2 track ties, click one then the other, and the mod stretches a smooth curve between them. Plus a chain drive track that hauls carts uphill and a magnetic one run by redstone. My animal farm breeds without me. Every animal farm is the same job. Right click 2 cows with wheat, wait out the cooldown, repeat down the whole pen, then come back tomorrow and do it again. Feeding trough is a cheap block made of slabs. Fill it with wheat, seeds or carrots and the animals walk over and breed themselves. It even collects their XP for you. Still waiting for sugarcane to grow on its own? You've got a stack of bone meal, but cactus, sugarcane, lily pads, and netherwort don't react to it at all. So you wait for them to grow, and build farms to hide the waiting. Universal bone meal fills every one of those gaps. Cactus and sugarcane shoot up. Lily pads spread across the water. Coral grows into a reef, and all of it works from a dispenser too. You built a lookout tower, it looks out at fog. The world ends a dozen chunks in front of you. You can crank the render distance in settings, but then the game turns into a slideshow. So you walk into the fog and find out on foot. Distant Horizons draws simplified terrain far past your render limit. You leave Minecraft's setting at 8 and still see 500 chunks out. Default is 256 and it goes up to 4096.